Okay, I'm getting really low on batteries here, and I have extra ones, but they're dead. Pain in the neck. Just gonna try really quick with a spinner here, and hopefully we'll have a trout on no time here. I saw a fish jump over this direction here. Let's see. Getting eaten alive by some bugs here. Nope. Again, this is the only spinner I have in my box at the moment. I have a whole bunch of spinners, but not with me tonight, so this particular choice is not my first choice, but what are you going to do? Nice little bumblebee there. Alright, probably battery's probably dead here. Check here, it's still going. Yeah, it's still a little bit of battery power left. We'll see. I'm going to take a cast over that direction here. Most trout are going to be close into the shore here because of the insects falling off the trees here. And in the evening, the bigger trout come closer in too. Jumped right out there. Alright, I'm going to try again out here. I'm going to go down a little bit deeper this time. I hope that wasn't the only trout in the lake, the one I caught in the beginning here. No, I'm just kidding. There's lots of trout in here. They're just, sometimes they're feeding only on insects, and that's all they want. Sometimes they're feeding on the bottom, and they're eating other things. You can catch them with worms, but sometimes spinners are good. Well, that's what's... I mean, face it, if you were going to come out here and catch, guaranteed, fill up your bucket with fish every single time, then these lakes would be fished out in no time. People would, that's the good thing is, anyways, as far as, like I said, I'm fishing for fun right now, and I'm testing out different things. I love inventing new techniques and trying different baits and whatnot, but in a survival situation, I change tactics altogether. I usually stick with live baits, and I'll put out several lines. I'll bait them off the bottom, and again, there's a lot better areas probably than right here. I took this particular spot because it's a nice rock to stand on. Ben has a nice place to sit there. It's not too bad, but again, if in a survival situation, you have to, not only do you have to adapt your techniques, but you have to be willing to move around and try different areas and have multiple lines out, and then you're pretty much guaranteed you're going to catch something. Sometimes you got to leave your line out overnight and check it in the morning, and then you'll have fish. Some fish depends on where you're at. In the States, you can guarantee you're going to catch panfish just about in every lake, and you can just use a blank hook. Oh, I had a bite there. I had a nibble there. A little nibble there. Something grabbed it. It could have been this weed bed here. There's a bunch of little weeds right there. But like I said, and again, if you're fishing in a lake, you never know where the fish are going to be. You have to, if you have a clue to the underground topography, then you know where the fish could possibly be. They could be anywhere in a lake. In a stream, you know they're going to be most likely behind a rock to let the food come to them, and you can pretty much pinpoint within a few yards of where the fish are going to be. In a lake, it's more like you have to move around and find them. So they really need to change the name from fishing to, well, it is fishing, but fishing and catching are two different things. Alright, this is going to be my last cast. I'm going to try a little bit more aggressive retrieve. Sometimes that excites them. Alright, be back tomorrow. Another fishing adventure. Change of tactics. Alright, wrap this up here. You ready to go home, Ben? You want to go home? Do you? What? You don't want to? Oh, getting eaten by some bugs here. Sometimes another thing, when I hook up Ben, I gotta watch out. One time I tied him up, and he climbed up on top of an ant hill, and he was just all of a sudden went crazy. All these ants were all over him. All right, let's wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Say goodbye, Ben. And go home? Okay.